Hello everybody, welcome to Call of Sentinels. The newish game came out August 29th, I believe. It's still on sale for I think another day for like $6. Full price like $7.50, pretty cheap. I've enjoyed it so far. This is like my first, I'm just going through like the relics, the meta. And then the interesting thing, there's actually something to do with your meta after you cap the rest of it. Get like little potions. There's an endless which is currently locked when you first start the game because there's a campaign. There's voice acting, there's cutscenes, there's a story kind of. I did cut out the tutorial. The tutorial I could have
The
probably
handmaiden of the
short.
false god, queen of ruins, leads hordes of thugs towards our temple, destroying everything in her path. Now her gaze has fallen upon the Harpy City. Go into the battle, champion. Fight the enemy and protect the innocent.
So that's a cutscene. That's nice. I feel like the voice acting is kind of all over the place, but I mean, it's a cheap game, so the fact that it has any voice acting out is kind of nice.
Who has come to help some puny mortals? Too late. My armies cannot be stopped by anyone, not even you!
We'll see about that.
So these are kind of like the gods or like previous Sentinels, I think. So this one's like kind of lightning. So this game has auto aim but not auto attack, which makes sense because you also have a special attack that you can do. So basically, this weapon at least, this has a like shorter range melee attack, and then it has like you can throw the spear, which goes through enemies. Basically, you get a choice of Sentinel there when fire. And then each time you choose a Sentinel, you have to do like a quest to get. Basically, you can get nothing. You can get one choice, two choices, or three if you complete the full quest. So my first build here, I'm kind of like, I don't know really what I'm doing. So I'm kind of going whatever I think does damage. But in reality, it kind of split between the melee and the ranged attack. So the ones that have like the little left click, that means it's affecting your melee, and the right click is affecting only the special or the throwing attack. And then there is like general ones that affect both. And then there's also dash talents. Or skills, I don't know what they're called. So yeah, there's like reduced dash cooldown, chain lightning, that affects everything I believe, because it doesn't have left or right click. And there's some enemies do drop like little red crystals, as you see right there, that heals you. So you're not super dependent on healing. I mean, this is the first map and they don't do that much damage. I imagine that will change. So again, like Blazing Ritual, that's a right click, so that's on your special only. Whereas that one, Flaming Shards, looks like it can trigger anytime. Whether you attack with your melee or your ranged attack. So far what I've been noticing is like the melee with the spear here is really way faster than the throwing. And there I was like, oh, I didn't really want to get that, kind of. I was, you know, wanting to try everything, so I was like, ooh, poison. But spawned on top of me and you get it pretty quick.
Power of
I do like
light will
the
dispel the
objectives,
dark.
like
The Sentinels are strong, but you can't even
Make you
imagine
focus
how
on-
powerful my patron is. Bow down now, and I will spare your worthless life.
I think I'll decline such a generous offer.
yeah, the objectives kind of make you focus on not just surviving, but having to do something to get like a buff, a run-based buff, getting like an ability. Here's like, what happens if I ignore it? Do I get a different choice? No, I don't think you do. I think it just skips it. Which I don't know why that you sometimes get a choice and other times you're like forced to take one. I don't know if I like that. Like it seems to like switch between that. Like you get one or the other and then there's just like a random other choice. It might be like, looking at these, I'm probably just gonna take that. More damage is what I was going for. It might be like the Sentinels that you have the most talents from. It gives you the choice between those, and then the one that forces you is the one that you don't have any or the less amount in, maybe? Not sure yet. No, guess with that one it offered me fire or poison, so there goes that theory. So it just makes me wonder why you don't just always get like a choice. Yeah. So you'll see me switching between like the ranged attack and the melee, trying to figure out what I like best, basically. Like I feel like the way that the ranged attack for this weapon works is it goes through and then it comes back. The auto aim, like, of course you can turn it off, but the auto aim like makes it kind of bad because you're not always doing the optimal play. Which is trying to hit as many enemies with one throw as possible. Whereas like, for the normal melee attack works fine. So here you see I didn't complete the objective fully, so I only get 2 choices. I'm gonna try to win without getting any healing. Just try to survive on the little crystals that drop. It's the first map, surely, you can do it. It's probably intended that you beat it with no meta and little healing.
You're stronger than I
So you see with Ignite there that I took.
Too bad it won't help you. May the fiery rain fall upon you.
You know, anger doesn't suit you.
So again, with the Ignite that I took there, I think that affects both your special and your melee, because it doesn't have a left or right click on it. So I'm trying to like split between the Fire Sentinel and the Lightning Sentinel here. I feel like the enemy variety's pretty good as well. There's like enemies that try to attack you with melee. There's like ranged guys that charge at you.
Power of fire, lead me!
You also see that enemies do drop like gold, which is one of the meta currencies. There's a bigger guy, that guy's kind of annoying. He'll like charge at you. So I'm just gonna ignore the... I think I was trying to test it again, whether or not I get a choice again, or as I just waste the Sentinel quest there. I think it wastes the Sentinel quest, I'm pretty sure. There's our first legendary. So this occurs when you get a total of 6 talents from a Sentinel. We'll get offered a legendary.
Our battle has dragged on. I think it's time to feed my pet. I'm sure it will be pleased to meet you.
Oh, calm down, little kitty.
Our first boss fight. I'm just trying to feel it out because I'm like, I don't know what he does really. It looks like he kind of pounces on you and then does some fireballs. Oh, there's a Phoenix. That's our legendary, so it looks like the Phoenix just fires out fireballs from a bunch of directions. There's like a little invulnerability phase where he goes up and then he like does a bunch of explosions and then jumps on you. So far it's not too bad. Pretty simple boss fight. Not really struggling. This character's pretty strong.
Come on, hit one small!
Going up in his invulnerability phase when I get a Phoenix. It's kind of annoying. I'm trying to like bait him in between both Phoenixes. I just feel like the health bar at the top of the screen is like... Then you look at the one that above his character model and you're like, he has no health. And you're like, oh, he still got a decent amount of health left.
What? No! She's dead! Only a cynical monster could raise a hand against my lady! Champion, I swear I will make you experience all the torments of hell!
I'll be eagerly waiting.
So that was our first run. Harp City on normal. Wasn't too bad, considering our build was like all over, other than we focused on 2 elements. So now we'll go back to the hub here. So Endless isn't unlocked until the 2nd mission, which is Bridge Ambush. Which, I mean, probably something you'll do once, I mean, have more meta. I mean, why do Endless? I mean, I guess to grind currency, maybe. It's kind of nice, there's like a little book that shows you all the things that you can get, and actually they don't show you what the level ups until you actually obtain them, which is kind of interesting. So you can kind of plan what you kind of want to do a little bit. There's another weapon we haven't gotten yet. So it looks like our first match we got like 900 bucks. Actually not going to spend the meta, because I'm going to try out the other character on the same map. So interestingly, the first guy actually has more health than the lady here, or lady character, which is interesting, considering the only thing else that changed is what elements she gets access to. Interesting. I mean, to be fair, I think water gives you more defense stuff,
Sentinel's
I think,
demise is near,
if I remember.
and yours, it stares you right in the eye.
The power of Sentinels will help me avoid the danger.
So yeah, she has 20 less HP. I don't think she has anything else though, like... Here, I didn't realize I needed to stay in the circle. Like, I realized it probably really late, I think. Yep, I'm like, oh, I had to stay in the circle, oops. Still get 2 out of 3 choices, which I don't even know what this character or the water has in it, so I didn't really care. I got water right there, which does a little fire and sets them on fire. So I think my plan, I'm like, let's go poison. Try like a dot build kind of on her attack. I didn't really see poison last game either, so that's why I'm going poison as well. So I'm gonna try to focus on her melee attack and ignore the ranged. So I think it's better currently. Might change later once you have more meta maybe and stuff, but the melee attack is so fast. It helps like just more DPS so you have less enemies to deal with at any one time. Though currently it looks like I'm struggling, obviously. A lot of enemies. Here's a new little quest where you have to protect the people here. Wasn't too bad. That one's a right click, I don't want Tsunami, so I think I looking at Rhine Dome or Sphere of Water. So I decided to go with the Sphere of Water, I'm like, why not? It does damage. Looking at the damage numbers, it doesn't seem to do that much damage. Then again, it's passive damage, so I guess whatever. So again, I'm not sure if the character has any other things besides having less health. Like, does she attack faster? I'm not sure. It's not clear. I'm pretty sure she just has different elements. She has water instead of fire. Well, that's interesting. So evading Shadow Mission gets pretty annoying. That's probably one of the harder slash easy ones. It depends. If you hit like them all when they first spawn before they can spread out. Once they spread out, it kind of becomes annoying because you have to run to each of them to kill them. Withering just sounds interesting, even though it doesn't tell you what percentage.
The Sentinels are strong, but you
But it
can't
seems
even
like it's based off
imagine
whatever the
how
enemy's max
powerful my
HP, so the
patch
harder
run
they
is.
are to kill.
Bow down now, and I will spare your worthless life.
I'm sure the power of Sentinels is much more than that of the imposter.
Sorry, I keep talking over that. It's so hard to not talk over the dialogue. So we get another water. So there's ice block, which is kind of like a big
Power of
deal. I
water
believe.
is
I didn't
helping
try
me.
it out yet. Again, I'm trying to like win without taking any healing talents. So far, this build seems pretty strong. I'm trying to feel out this, I guess, elite enemy. He's got a lot of health. Has a bunch of different attacks. The awkward part when your build is too strong. To complete the quest, you have to kill them in specific areas. Kind of awkward. And then it didn't really matter. We got something we wanted. Got a second water sphere. Got some more poison. Yeah, that water bubble is pretty nice, honestly. It does slow them down quite a lot. Especially in combination with poison. I believe I actually got poison. Yeah, I think I have these as well. There's a lot of like CC and DOT kind of in this build, which is kind of nice. See, we're forced to take the lightning one. Destroying the portal. Some builds struggle again. Like I think the range really struggle with like certain things.
Light will illuminate
You
my
don't do enough
path.
damage quick enough. I think the lightning wasn't all that bad, so that was like probably the best thing we could have gotten. Was reduced attack, cooldown. This is evading shadows again. There's the lightning one healing, the healing light. I ignored it again because I'm trying to do without healing.
You're stronger than I expected. Too bad it won't help you. May the fiery rain fall upon you!
Power of water will repel the flame.
Yeah, what she said. Again, I was trying to like see what the other choice was before I got it, but if you're standing on it when it spawns, like it almost like you can't avoid getting it. Which is interesting. We maxed out Withering. I feel like our damage is way higher than our last build. So we're very focused on just making our melee attack as strong as possible. Which does have some shortcomings. Obviously, it's very close range, which right now isn't too bad of an issue. Barring like that elite enemy who like has a big cleave. But, I mean, for like this quest, we destroy the portal so fast. And that is a duo boon. There's duo boons.
Sentinel of Earth, help me!
Dual tanks. So this one gives like more healing. So maybe that's why this character has less health. Water provides a lot of healing. Yeah, it's the first map, like, kind of hard to lose, I would say. Like, our first run, or first build was pretty meh, because we just took, like, a bunch of everything. This one's a little bit more focused, and therefore does more damage. We just barely completed that quest with full 3 choices there. Nullifying shield. Like, I want to try out Ice Block, but I don't want to do it in this run. I'm curious how strong it is. And then, like, anytime you have to stand still in these games, like, it feels like it's a death sentence, so I don't know. It's gonna have to be really strong for that to be any good. I'm trying to get a legendary, so that's why I went water, because I think I have, yeah, we have 6 into water. But I don't know what, because we got the Phoenix last time. And you get a water elemental this time. Which is kind of similar to the Phoenix, where you kill an enemy, it can summon it. That's what its attack pattern is. Oh, there we got one. It's very small. A small water elemental.
Our battle has dragged on. I think it's time to feed my pet. I'm sure it will be pleased to meet you.
It seems you're close to despair, but this will put off your defeat just a little.
See how fast we can get him down this time. It feels a lot more focused. Well, I think that big wave was from our water elemental. Compared to the Phoenix, he kind of feels a little underwhelming. He seems to attack very slow. Whereas the Phoenix, like, just continued to just fire fireballs in all directions. This guy kind of attacks slow, but I guess he does have a chance also to spawn and kill enemies, maybe, so maybe he has a higher chance. I don't know. First impression, though, is water elemental underwhelming compared to the Phoenix. Curious to see what the poison legendary is. Feel like the boss fight's going better, but then again, I know kind of his attack pattern, and I feel like I can't die at this point. I probably could just stand on him. Like, his relatively easy pattern doesn't do that much damage anyways.
What? No! She's dead! Only a cynical monster could raise a hand against my lady! Champion, I swear I will make you experience all the torments of hell!
I warned you, but you didn't listen to me.
So that's our first 2 runs in Call of Sentinels. I kind of like the talents or boons. I guess we'll call them boons now, because there's dual boons and everything else sounds weird to say, but I'll check out the relic shop now after we quickly look through here. Haven't gotten the other weapon yet, so gonna kind of keep tracks of what you've gotten, which is kind of nice. Still no weapon, no new character. Looks like we get Endless next. There's different difficulties for the campaign missions. Then we'll go through the meta. Lots of achievements. Obviously getting as much gold, because I mean gold is just good. Like especially when there's non-permanent meta on the left with the potions. Eventually when you're done with this kind of meta, you can put your gold into those. On the bottom left there, you can exchange the gold for the other type of currency you need as well. Pretty basic-ish meta, to be fair. Rerolls, damage reduction, health, movement speed, dashes. So I'm curious how hard it can get with the higher difficulties. And then Endless. But that will do it for Call of Sentinels.